Hello, I'm Lee from Data Harvest, and today I'm going to show you our Bluetooth sound sensor working with our EasySense 2 software for a speed of sound experiment. So, sound sensor, like all our smarts, same case on there, end on here, so USB and Bluetooth, so you can go through USB if you want. We're going to go through Bluetooth today to make this work. These also have a unique number on the front, a 6-digit number. So when we go to the software in a moment, you'll see you know exactly which one to go to if you have multiples in the classroom to start. Now, got a board on the side here for my solid end. You can use any tube you want. I'm going to put my sound sensor on the end there. So I'm going to turn the LED on here, hold it down for 2 seconds. So that's now broadcasting Bluetooth. With Data Harvest EasySense 2 software, it will only pick up Data Harvest products. So it won't pick up phones and everything else within the school environment, lab environment as well. So we're now going to pop this just there. So we're now going to open up the EasySense 2 software, connect. So we go to device, you can see what people are using in the building. There you go, some other people are doing some stuff, but we want the sound sensor there. So we now click connect. So we're now connected. Now, we don't want sound level, we want waveform. Two options here. We're not making very loud noise at all. We're going to click our fingers. Actually, my colleague just off camera is going to click his fingers so we can get the speed of sound bouncing back. So we want plus or minus 25 millivolts. We now have to set the experiment up. So we go to setup on the bottom left-hand corner. We want continuous, that's fine. We want 50 microseconds. So we want as fast as possible. We want on here to, we need a trigger point. People will make noises in the classroom straight away. So we want it to trigger when it rises above, about 10 millivolts is fine for this experiment. So rises above, waveform, on here we're going to type 10 millivolts and save that. Because we're having the trigger point, so we've told it to start when it rises above, but what do we want that trigger point to be? Well, that's 10 millivolts, but when in the experiment do we want that to start? So on the pre-trigger point just here, we want about 20 milliseconds, if I am correct. Yeah, that should be about right. So we've got 20 milliseconds on there, but we want the whole experiment duration to be after a duration of 50 milliseconds. So we're going to have a trigger point about 2/3 of the way through the experiment. Now that should work perfectly. So we're just checking, we've got the interval at 50 microseconds there. So as fast as we go, value rises above, its waveform, trigger point of 10 millivolts, can have a pre-trigger of 10 milliseconds, after duration of 50 milliseconds. So we're going to collect 1001 samples. So that's all working fine. So I'm going to click start, stay quiet. My colleague's going to click his fingers and it will download over Bluetooth. That's if he clicks it nice sharply. So we'll soon find out. Here we go. Brilliant, superb. Not quite as sharp as I thought it would be, but it still works nicely. So what we can do on here now, a couple of things we can do. We can zoom in using the local tools. So if you want to zoom in just to make sure you're being precise, we're zooming into these so we can see that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can zoom back out. So you can do either way, depending how, whoops, zoom off is what I want there. There we go, up there. Now, I'm going to go to tools and go to difference. And I want the first big reading. So that's that one just there. And the second big reading is when it echoes back. Is that just there? So we've now got the time on the top right hand corner here, 7.25 milliseconds. Now there's a couple of things, because it's bouncing back, you can either now half the time, you know the distance, you can do your maths and work out the speed of sound, or you can leave the time as it is, double the length obviously because it's going from one side to the other, and then you can show that. So you can work either way, but it's as easy as that to do your speed of sound experiment. We have lots of other experiments on our Secondary Science Academy on our website, which takes you through to our YouTube channel. They're set up in 3 ways. There's how to use the Bluetooth sensors, then it's how to use the Bluetooth sensors with the experiment, and the third one is how to use the EasySense 2 software. That's all at data-harvest.co.uk. And please, if you have any questions at all or support, email us at sales@data-harvest.co.uk. Thank you very much.